Levack Goz here with you on 104.5 The Team, and joining us now, he's a former defensive back in the NFL where he played for over a decade in the league. He spent time with the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, and the Cleveland Browns. He is also a 2018 Pro Football Hall of Fame finalist. Everson Walls joins us. And Everson, take us through the moments when you found out that you had been selected as a Pro Football Hall of Fame finalist.
You know, actually, I was jogging with my dog because I did not want to stay at home and, wait all day for the program that just happened to be on the NFL Network. I couldn't sit there. So I went jogging with my dog, and as soon as I finished, I was still a little bit down the street, going to warm down, and that's when all the texts start coming through. Congratulations to the final round and things of that nature. I just thank the Lord and just, got ready for the next journey because, when I was a semifinalist, I still tried to be at arm's length about the whole thing because the process itself is just kind of weird and foreign to me. And I just, something that's out of my control, I didn't want to worry about it too much. And now, since I've become a finalist, I've got so many people behind me. I've got a team now. I've got a team Walls that's out there and they're doing all the things they can do to help enhance my image and my exposure. And so, you can't sit back now and be a third party, so to speak, or an uninterested party. I must get involved, if not for myself, of course, but for the people that are around me and, who really want this to happen as much or maybe more than I do.
And we're rooting for you here in the Capital Region. I know a lot of New York Giants fans are hoping you get that honor later this month as we get closer to the Super Bowl, actually closer to February there. And I know you don't want to get too ahead of yourself, but have you even considered what it would be like to be inducted in the class of 2018?
Oh, yeah. My brain is going crazy right now. I mean, all kind of, it's all kind of, scenarios in my head. And, you guys think of it's just, you don't want to get that far ahead. And that's what's scary. You just don't want to get that far ahead. And the way that I do that, I just try and stay within the moment and realize just how blessed I am to be to this point. To say that I'm a finalist, if everything stopped right now, this would be a blessing from God, no doubt about it. I want to go further. I mean, that's my entire goal, to go further. I'm dreaming about it way too much. And so when it's in someone else's hands, you just got to be patient. And right now, that's the word, just to be patient and really just enjoy the process itself.
Former NFL football player and 2018 Pro Football Hall of Fame finalist Everson Walls joins us here on the phone lines on 104.5 The Team. And you're in a unique spot in your career because in 1990, you played with Coach Bill Belichick as your then defensive coordinator for the New York Giants. And then years later, there you are playing with the Cleveland Browns, and now Bill Belichick's your head coach of the team. As you as a player, what was the biggest change you saw from Coach Belichick as an assistant coach to Coach Belichick as a head coach?
Well, as an assistant coach, you don't have the autonomy as a head coach, of course. So, he was a little bit under Parcells' purview. But everybody knows that Parcells let Belichick, do whatever he wanted with the defense because his success rate was always there. I came into New York and joined the number one defense in the NFL. And when I got there, I even enhanced that by being able to show them, how to get turnovers and how, to have the mindset of getting interceptions. And I told Bill I told Parcells that's the way it would be when I got there. Behind that front seven that he had, to me, that's like going back to 1981 and playing behind the doomsday defensive line. I had all kind of pressure. I couldn't even see the quarterback half the time. all I could see was the ball coming out of there. Okay, there it is, and you pick it out of the air. So it was a resurgence for me. And Belichick and that defensive squad, they were the main reason for that. Then you go to New York, go to Cleveland, and you see what happens with him there. Much less talent. You could see that his sense of urgency, and it's hard to see Belichick, having even more urgency than he already had. But once he was a head coach in Cleveland, he had to cover so many different areas of his team. Now, all of a sudden, he he has to show what an offensive mind that he has. And we've seen just how innovative he can be offensively. I think what he does, he takes the problems that he had, any offense that he had that was a problem for him defensively, and I think he tries to emulate that. And that's how he became, I think, more of a complete head coach, by understanding the problems he had as a coach against great offenses, and now he tried to implement that into his offense.
I'm going to ask this as nicely as I can. You had Bill Belichick as your head coach, and you had Nick Saban as your defensive coordinator. How did you guys not win the Super Bowl, man? Come on. Do the greats all time on that staff. And maybe a future Hall of Famer.
Cleveland? You're talking Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm talking Cleveland.
Come on, man. Did you see our offense? Come on. Did you see our offense? I mean, you know, we had Kozar, who was doing his best. We had, a young Metcalf, who was really our catalyst. I remember the last game I played in Cleveland, we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think we beat them without scoring a touchdown. You had 2 Eric Metcalf punt returns for touchdowns, and that's when you realize just the kind of talent that he had. But really, he was almost a standalone in regards to that offense. And Belichick knew it. That's why defensively we tried to be so dominant.
Everson Walls joining us here on the phone lines on 104.5 The Team. And New York Giants fans are still waiting to find out who their next head coach could be. There have been rumors tossed out there, whether they're true or not true, that maybe Coach Belichick one day down the line would return to the New York Giants. Do you think that ever could happen? Bill Belichick leaves the New England Patriots and does one more run with Big Blue?
You know, I would have to say no. And the reason I say that is because one thing I know about Belichick is he's extremely loyal to his organization. He enjoys his tenure with the Patriots. And he understands that he and Bob Kraft are really a formidable team. They are a pair that really, when you think about an owner and a head coach, there are not many couples that are as dominant as those two. And unless something happens with Kraft here in the near future, I just can't see Belichick coming back. To me, I think it's a no-brainer. I think Schwartz is going to be the guy.
Okay.
I really do. I think Jim Schwartz is going to be the guy, no-brainer. He doesn't even have to move, dude. He can just stay in the same house and, you know, coach there from he can still live in that part of Philly or Jersey, and he can still be a Giants coach. I think that'd be perfect.
I think a lot of New York Giants fans would be with you on that, too, to have Jim Schwartz be the next head man. It'd definitely work out there. I want to get you out on this. For those that may not know, what is the Ethos Education Group, Mike Davis and the squad you're working with, and what can people learn more about that and your involvement with the group?
Man, Ethos Education is really an amazing concept. My business partner, Mike Davis, came up with it. I always tease him. I call him a black nerd. I'm a blurred. He's extremely intelligent, but also it's not just the intellect; it's the passion that he has, and that passion, it all came out. All of that passion and its intellect came out to be ethos, and ethos is merely, in its simplicity, it's all about making young kids understand that having good character and making good decisions can affect you for the rest of your life, just like bad decisions can. And no matter where you are in society right now, as a young person, no matter where you are, no matter what your mindset is, we try and make sure that they understand that we have all been through the same thing. The Tim Browns, the Everson Walls, any celebrity, we have all been through it. Any successful politician, any successful educator, we have all been through our bumps and bruises. We have all had hurdles to clear. And the way to do that is not to shy from it, is not to go around it, is to go over it and to face it. You understand? Yeah. And that's the way we've been trying to talk to these kids and trying to mentor them about not letting anyone else determine your thought process or success if it's not in a positive manner. And we've got so many examples on our website, ethoseducationgroup.com, that what we call ethos champions. And those are the celebrities, those are the people that, the businessmen, the coaches, maybe even reporters like yourself, who will share their testimony on that platform, and it's there for the kids to see. And then they look at it and they understand that, okay, I know I got problems, but they're not the biggest problems in the world. These same people had problems look at them now. They're still successful, and now we're trying to spread the word and pass it on to others in the future.
It's a fantastic message. Make sure to check out all that information. He played for the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, the Cleveland Browns, a 2018 Pro Football Hall of Fame finalist. Everson Walls. Everson, we're rooting for you here in the Capital Region in Albany to hopefully get that call to Canton later on in a few weeks. Best of luck, and hopefully we'll talk again soon. Take care.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.